Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking into something really important for your heart health. It's all about cholesterol tests, especially for anyone listening in Bristol.
That's right, and we're drawing on a very helpful guide today. It's called Cholesterol Blood Test in Bristol, your health guide from Blood Test UK. It's, packed with simple, clear facts.
Okay, so our goal here is pretty straightforward. We want to understand what cholesterol actually is, why checking it is such a good idea, and crucially, how easy it is to do right there in Bristol. It's about knowing your options. So first things first, let's unpack this a bit. What is cholesterol?
Okay, so think of cholesterol like a type of fat, almost like waxy stuff that's in your blood. Your body actually needs to build cells, but there are different kinds. There's the good kind, that's HDL, which sort of helps clean up your system.
So cleaner upper.
Exactly. And then there's the bad kind, LDL. That's the one that can cause trouble if you have too much. Oh, and we also have other fats called triglycerides. They store energy.
Okay, so good and bad. This is where it gets, really important, doesn't it? What happens if that bad LDL cholesterol gets too high?
Yeah, that's the key issue. If you have too much LDL or high triglycerides too, it can start to build up like gunk inside your blood pipes, your arteries. This buildup makes the arteries hard and narrow. It's called arteriosclerosis.
And that makes it harder for blood to flow?
Precisely. It restricts blood flow, and that, unfortunately, increases your risk for some serious problems like heart disease or even a stroke. And things like, eating lots of unhealthy fatty foods, not moving around much, smoking, or even just your family history can push those levels up.
Okay, so it builds up silently. That sounds like a good reason to get checked early. Why is early testing so beneficial for people?
Oh, it's hugely beneficial.
Yeah.
Getting checked early gives you a snapshot, like a sneak peek of what's happening inside before you'd ever feel symptoms. Yeah. It means you find out early if things are maybe heading in the wrong direction.
So you can actually do something about it sooner.
Exactly. You can make small, manageable changes. Maybe tweak your diet, add a bit more activity to your day. Simple stuff, often. And doing that early can stop bigger problems from developing down the line. It helps you feel better, lowers your risk, and honestly, it can even save money by keeping you healthier. It's about being proactive.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, this guide specifically mentions Bristol. For our listeners in Bristol, what are the actual options for getting this test done?
Right, good question. Bristol has quite a few options. You can usually get a free cholesterol test through the NHS. That could be at your local GP surgery or sometimes at NHS walk-in centers.
So free NHS options are there. What about other choices?
Yes, there are also private clinics. If you maybe want results a bit quicker or perhaps a more detailed test, that's an option. They do cost money, of course. Prices often start around, say, £30 for a basic check.
And Bristol seems quite active in this area. The guide mentions things like the Bristol Healthy Hearts Initiative. That sounds interesting.
It really is. These community programs are fantastic. They bring health support right into local neighborhoods. They might offer free screenings, but also things like cooking demonstrations showing how to make tasty, heart-healthy food, or maybe exercise classes that are easy to join.
So it's not just about the test, it's about supporting healthy habits too.
Exactly. It shows how much that local, community-level support can help people understand their health and, importantly, take steps to manage it right where they live.
Okay, let's say someone decides, right, I'm going to get tested. What do they need to do to prepare?
Usually, for most cholesterol tests, you need to fast beforehand. That just means no food or drink except for plain water for about 9 to 12 hours before the blood is drawn.
Why is that?
It just makes sure the test results are accurate and reflect your baseline levels without being affected by a recent meal.
And it's always a good idea to check with your doctor about any medicines you're taking, just in case they might affect the test.
Right, always check with the doc. Then the results come back. What do those numbers actually mean? Can you give us a rough idea? Sure. Your doctor is the best person to explain your specific results, of course. But generally speaking, you want your good HDL cholesterol to be high. A level above 1.5 millimoles per liter, or bilmol, is generally considered great.
Okay, high HDL is good. What about the others?
For the bad LDL cholesterol, you want that number to be low, ideally under 3.0 millimole for most people. And triglycerides, those energy-storing fats, should also be low, usually under 1.7 millimole.
And if someone's numbers aren't quite in those ideal ranges?
Then your doctor will talk you through it. They'll suggest steps tailored to you. It often involves lifestyle changes. Things like eating more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, getting more active each day, maybe cutting down on fatty foods, or if you smoke, looking into quitting.
So wrapping this up then, what's the main takeaway for everyone listening?
Well, I think it's that getting your cholesterol checked is actually a pretty simple thing to do, but it can have a really big positive impact on your long-term heart health. It's a small step with potentially huge benefits.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
So maybe this raises a question for you listening, especially if you're in Bristol with these resources available. Knowing this now, what's one small change, just one little thing, you could maybe start doing today to help support your heart health?
That's a great thought to end on. Think about it, knowing your numbers really does give you the power. The power to make informed, healthy choices for a happier heart right there in your own community.